The Lil Durk OTF case is beginning to heat up after new evidence was presented in court. It would be announced Lil Durk gets hit with more charges in his federal M for hire case, including 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of use of interstate facilities to commit M for hire resulting in passing, 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine, and 1 count of possession of firearms in furtherance of a crime. To prove the charges against Durk, the judge announced they would use his lyrics against him. One court file shared the lyrics, "Look on the news and see your son screaming no, which is Lil Durk poking fun at Quando Rondo after they got Lul Pab.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
More lyrics they've connected to the cases. Told me they got an addy, they got the location, go. Because there was an announcement of Brick Baby saying he would have dropped Quando's location if Lil Durk had asked because he is loyal to him.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, I probably would have been if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd up in.
Right.
Unfortunately, it looks like Durk's lyrics will be one of his biggest issues. Self-snitching in lyrics is a terrible look when presented in front of a jury. Despite most of the rap community being sad Durk was brought in on charges, Charleston White shared why he thinks it's a win for the rap community.
This is a real victory because it is a demonic force. It was a dark force. It was a dark energy that came down from Chicago and spread throughout America. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
With all the negative news coming out about Lil Durk, he tried to calm it down from jail as he hopped on a jail phone call with a street friend who said, "Just got off the phone with my brother Lil Durk. He's in good spirits, staying positive and trying to get back home to his kids and family. We're not glorifying negativity. We're more than just street guys. That's an understatement. We're men of honor and the code, no matter our financial status. Bro, hit the main line with the rest of our kind. No protective custody."
This call was from a federal prison.
Say what, bro?
I said, I know you're real, but if you need anything, you know I got you.
You know, I appreciate it. You know, it's all that count,
Yeah, yeah. I know how that be, bro. It don't matter, bro. We ain't never moved our money. Except for that first time. Once it was that, it was that. Once it was like then, everything was history.
Yeah. I still got these same. I came up here like, shit, where you from? What you got going? I been to it, yeah.
Man, what? The PC? Hey.
They thought they thought a computer, you downstairs, they be like, man, you know you, man, send me upstairs. Whatever it is, I got to adapt to it. Nah, for sure. Can't go no more for a PC and come out acting all crazy.
But DJ Academics went on live to react, saying this was the worst thing Lil Durk could have done.
With all due respect to whoever 900 brother is, again, with all due respect to you, the guy's fighting for his life. I get it. Maybe for whatever reason, which I still think would be a dumb reason, let's say that Durk wants to address the people. You know how you put this out? You say, yo, Durk, we on. You let him say what he's saying to the public, and you cut it off. We don't need to hear y'all back and forth. Because a lot of this audio kind of feels like maybe this wasn't how Durk wanted to first communicate with everybody in the world. Anything he does is gonna go viral. Having a conversation about, you know, even if you think it's in good faith, yo, we don't move off money, nah, blah, blah, blah. It don't sound right. It don't sound right, brother.
But just one day before the phone call, we saw the report of Lil Durk pleads not guilty to M for hire charges in connection to a plot to get Quando Rondo. A detention hearing for the rapper is scheduled for December 12th. Lil Durk was arraigned today in LA after being transported from Miami federal jail following his arrest on October 24th. But to deal with the case, Durk's now hired a new lawyer, Drew Findling, who's well respected and is one of the best defense attorneys in the country. Drew's first action was to apply for a bond release for Durk, but the feds revealed evidence and reasons why he should be kept in in jail. Because the feds showed this new Instagram live of Durk where they claim he's trying to create an alibi for himself. Because they explain criminals typically will try to create an alibi for when they know a crime they are connected to is going down. This is exactly what the feds believe Durk is doing during this video, which happened on the day Lil Pab passed away.
They can't see other shit, boy. What? Tweaking little folks. Right. Hey, somebody always said, slap a con. Somebody always said, slap a con. Lil Con who died over, yeah.
What he said that?
He said, bro, like a cheeseburger. Ain't nothing cheesy over here, stupid little boy. This is real water. Y'all jewels be y'all over for real. Hey, I know what it be too, blood.
What's that?
Like everybody be having that cheese, you know? Y'all be doing shout outs and shit, man. You gotta know your jewelry. Like, if somebody want me to give them a shout out for some jewelry, I'm gonna make sure you're in that vault, you hear me?
Because Durk even laughed when a comment told him to slide for Von. However, this all got the attention of Lil Tim, who was the man who took out King Von in 2020. He was the one who started the chain reaction for a lot of street stuff happening, and he said it all should have been avoided.
To know, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't know the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't know no disrespect to like his mama saying f***ing me, shit like that. Cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, at the end of the day, if they ain't never popped that shit off, that shit would have never happened like that.
But fans are recommending Tim to be quiet and not to speak on Durk right now because it's clear that Lil Durk isn't afraid to have people slide for him. Even rapper Brick Baby said himself that you can't say Durk never slid for King Von anymore because they eventually got Lil Pab. We saw Brick Baby react to the interview after news broke that Durk was taken in for the Lil Pab hit. As Brick Baby knows, he could have drawn federal attention to Lil Durk.
This is just it. 5 Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk, OTF, accused of being hired to unalive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lul Pab was unalive. Suspects face the penalty if convicted. He said indictment alleged that flights and rental cars were paid with credit cards linked to OTF.
But was this an attempted hit? Or
Well,
They can't say that no more.
Then they put you as
Why? Oh yeah, because of
your face.
Wait, no. Like who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
federal charges in California?
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the...
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
However, the street beef that happened after Von was taken out by Quando's crew was bad because Quando Rondo dropped a song Soul Reaper, which he used to diss King Von, with the lyrics, "Man ran up on me, then we sprayed him, I'm talking lights out. We do the dash in that Durango, jumped out with that pipe out, so tell them to pipe down." Instead of Durk responding with a diss track instantly, the feds allege he planned out the hit on Quando's crew first. Once it was set in motion, he then rapped these lyrics to let them know he was coming after them. They like Durk, he is singer, he won't do something. You can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit. Only a couple of months after the lyrics, news of the hit was reported.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
However, despite the case looking awful for Lil Durk, a professional defense attorney believes he can still beat the case. As Kodak Black's attorney stated, "I'm hesitant to say they have a slam dunk case on Durk Banks. I think they have a long way to go to prove the conspiracy against him."
When it comes to Durk Banks, you know, so far I've seen one text that says don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, you know, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. Because he could be blaming, you know, Grant or one of these other guys and saying like, hey, these guys are going to do some crazy stuff. And he's like, hey, listen, make sure it doesn't associate with me at all. You can look at that a million different ways. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, you know, a slam dunk case on Durk Banks.
You have to remember, it's on the feds to prove that Durk did it without reasonable doubt, and not Durk having to prove his innocence. With this, the lawyer shared when he thinks Durk could be released if no one else snitches on him.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, you know, didn't actually kill the guy, you know, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that but it didn't hit, you know, they're going to have forensics. Yeah. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, oh, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.
But another piece of evidence the feds have is connected Durk to the suspects that did the crime. They searched and found an old King Von video, which shows him with 3 of the suspects, known as Didi, Vonnie, and Boogie. With them being affiliated with King Von and OTF, it's almost certain that Durk knew them too.
It's solitary.
They big fan. We just looked at him.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
Not to mention, they have the evidence of Durk supposedly paying for the flights the suspects used to take out Lil Pab. With the report, federal investigators obtained iCloud records of Lil Durk advising an associate saying, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." Despite warning him, the associate booked the flights using a credit card linked to Lil Durk. But adding on to the prosecutor's potential evidence, they'd bring in their federal informant, OTF Jam. They revealed the times that Jam was wearing a wire with Lil Durk, as they point to this old Instagram live of Jam and Durk, where it's hard to not notice that Jam is constantly touching his jacket.
I ain't gonna lie, my whole dream changed. I ain't gonna lie, like back in the day. Oh, my. Oh, dang. Like back in the day. Oh, look, he took out.
Check on your man. I heard you got his head.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I never happened to dare. Architect. What happened to dare? School trying to stop time. All that whooping on the net, it got your man. Metro!
It's just sad he turned his back on Durk and OTF, considering Durk tried to help him out after he served a 12-year prison sentence, because Durk took out $50,000 cash and gave it to him.
You know what's name, bro? Steady crying, huh? He steady crying. Feed him. Feed him. Get in the milk, bro. Get in the milk so big mama get the tripping, bro.
You see that?
Feed
for my baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, goof.
Bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did all?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah. That's your leg bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
This made Lil Baby angry that Durk gave him money and looked after him only to have Jam turn his back on him. As he reacted, "This can't be true, man. Free the boy, Durk. These streets are evil. Y'all own brother will turn his back on you." But sadly, the only reason he flipped on the team is because he was taken in on another firearms possession charge. With him still being on probation after his sentence, he faced another 10 years in prison and wasn't willing to do the time. So he informed on Lil Durk and OTF. We even heard Jam share all the things that Durk had done for him since he was released, because Durk also paid for his security in prison and even had a crib and a car waiting for him on the outside.
Yeah, because you just came home not too long ago, like when you come home.
So I've been home a little bit over a year.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit over a year. Yeah. 12 years flat.
12 years?
Like 12 years. Did my time. Ain't told them nobody.
Right.
Ain't no on my name.
Like, how did you even get linked in with just OTF period?
Get linked in. Yeah. When you grow together, this ain't no people I met. Nah, I knew them. Like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know.
Yeah, because he's super solid, but like He's like, you know what I'm saying? He said, Jam get out that jam and give him 50. He ain't got to ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to ask. Bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?